All right, everybody. I am live. I think. Let me find myself. Give me 1 second. I'm doing this again. 1 second. All right. So, So I am live. All right. So, hey guys, welcome back to Tech Rants. This is Q, and today in this one, we're going to talk about why. Um, 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right, so we're going to talk about budget devices, everybody. Let's see. So pull this up. And 1 second. All right. So I think we are ready to go. All right. So basically, what happened? So one of the most surprising things to me is that people get really excited about flagship devices. So when I talk about flagship, of course I'm talking about iPhone, Galaxies, big Pixels, things of that nature. But you never see people get too excited. 1 second. All right. Let me not be boring. So you never see people get excited about all the new budget devices that come out. So when I'm talking about budget devices, I'm talking about like Honor 7X, the Blade Z Max, the Moto E4. Oh, they made the news, but as far as actually going mainstream, it didn't happen. So I was thinking to myself, like, why? And due to the fact when the budget device comes out, the better specs it has and the way it can perform surprises a lot of people. And I've always asked myself, I said, why? And if you watch a lot of the big YouTubers, you take like 1 second. You take like I can't even say Nick Ackerman, but like Android Authority and Phone Arena, and you've seen that. And I'm not bashing you guys. You guys do what you got to do for your job. But you take places like those guys, and that's probably getting a unit for free. They find every single little detail that they can nitpick at, and honestly, it's horrible. It's annoying, and it's ridiculous. I you know I have never gotten a device and nitpick for every single thing wrong with it. Oh, don't get me wrong. I may have do my SC. I can't find the iPhone, guys. Um, don't get me wrong. I've always find something about a device I don't like right away. But I have never sat here and just nitpicked every, oh, there it is, and nitpicked every problem that there was, you know. And I'll give you an example. You take a device like the ZTE Blade V8 Pro. Okay, I don't own a V8 Pro, never have, probably won't get it. Can't get it because I don't have a carrier that would support it unless I get a second line with Cricket. Now, shout out to CV Tech because I'm going to use your name. So shout out to CV Tech. Much love to you. Quiet as a mouse. Checking something, guys. Sorry, my computer. Okay, so CV Tech says that the V8 Pro is one of the best devices he was ever owned, and I believe it. You know, because I have the J7 Perks, which is kind of a dumbed down version of the Blade V8 Pro. Very nice device. I read CNET's review on it, and they picked about everything. The processor is outdated. The screen is not as bright. What do you get? Like, honestly, I believe the Blade V8 Pro performs very well. You know, it does not have the fastest and the latest, you know, processor, but really, if you look at a smartphone, people get a smartphone so they can browse the internet, use email, maybe social media, video chat. Maybe some people are very into mobile gaming, but most people are not. That's what you get a Xbox or even a high-end PC for. Like the PC that I'm streaming off of, it is very solid. I don't know if you guys hear that, but it is windy and snowing. It's crazy outside. But you know, the PC that I have, it can pass as a mid-range to budget gaming laptop. The specs that it has and the way it performs is stellar. For the price, you can't beat it. So, and it seems like every time a smartphone comes out, there's a problem with it because, excuse me, because there's a problem with it strictly because of, you know, like the S7 was the Note 7 was exploding. Now the Note 8, the battery, if it gets down to 0%, it's not charging. Apple's intentionally slowing down people's iPhones um, in order to supposedly preserve battery life. Like, where does it end? So I've just gotten to a point where I'm like, when a budget device comes out, you take the iPhone 10, $1,200 device, max. Like, what are you getting? Facial recognition that barely works. You get wireless charging. Okay, that's nice. Like honestly, what more do these phones need? I believe that the Honor 7X and the Huawei Mate SE, stellar phones for the price. You know, you get the right amount of RAM, you get the right amount of storage, and it's just an awesome, awesome device. Never had one, but the specs that they put in for the price, you can't beat it. People are really, are expecting their phones to do pretty much everything. People have really gotten so relied on technology. So, I know I've kind of went over a bunch of stuff with this topic, but you jump back to the topic. What makes budget devices so intriguing? Well, and I'll check the live chat. I don't think there's anything in there, but we'll see. Nope. Let me just fast forward here. second. All right, so all right. So my thing is that you take like the Moto E4. It surprised a lot of people strictly because it had a fingerprint scanner. But you take the Moto E4, which is $40 for Verizon, um, outright. You know, fingerprint scanner, splash proof, dust proof, just all around very solid device. And you take the Moto E4, which is a slight bump up with a better camera. And then you got the LG Fiat. You're like, there's a lot of budget devices for under $300 and under $200 that really perform well. One of them, of course, being the iPhone SE. Now, if you really want something that's on flagship status, the iPhone SE is, of course, free if you switch to Metro. Matter of fact, I have my camera off for privacy concerns. Let me cut the camera on real quick. All right, so if you guys can see that, I don't know if you can or not, but this right here in my hand is the iPhone SE. Very nice device. Very nice for the price. Of course, I'm financing mine, but yeah. Turn the camera off. All right, so, but yeah, you take like the iPhone SE, free with Metro, or a $99 on Boost Mobile or at Total Wireless, Straight Talk, something like that. What you get for the price is very good. Yes, the processor is a couple years old, but you're getting the latest iOS update. You get a solid camera. I'm blind, but I know the camera on the iPhone. People say it's set. You don't get no better than an iPhone camera, except for maybe the V20. The battery life, that's something I question, but it is good when it wants to be. Touch ID, not the fastest in the world. Sometimes it is a little laggy. I have noticed that, but it is a solid device. But you know, they make these devices come out that are under $300, under $400 that have very solid specs, and people are surprised. And when these big time YouTube reviewers and stuff get a hold of them, they're like, "Wow, this phone has a lot to offer for the price." But then they have to find something nitpicky to pick about, because people make money when you buy $700-800 phone. Let me put it to you like this, and this is the best comparison I can give. $1,000 phone to me is like buying a fucking Cadillac. And let me explain to you what I mean by that. So let's say you really want to Escalade. Okay, $85,000 vehicle. You go to the dealership, your credit is so good, you may have very little to no down payment. So you get in there and they tell you you don't have a down payment for the Escalade. You pay it off within a certain amount of time, you don't get any interest. So they offer you these very reasonably monthly payments that you think you can afford. But then they end up making money off of you because you find out they're charging you damn near $20,000-30,000 in interest. But you go ahead, you sign for it, you got the Escalade, boom. Yeah, you got the best thing around, but when it has problems, it costs a hell of a lot to fix it. Okay, unless you're lucky and you got to deal with a lifetime warranty, or you got a good insurance company, which a lot of people probably do. But to keep something that costs that much, it's going to cost you some money. You got to buy covers. You got to make sure it doesn't get hit. You got to get protected from rain. You got to protect it from snow. It's just, that's what buying $1,000 phone to me is like. You got to make sure it doesn't drop. You got to make sure you keep kids away from it. Like, it's so much maintenance that goes into managing $1,000 phone. It's not even funny. Is it really worth it? No. Sure, you can pay an extra 30, 40 bucks for the phone on top of your bill, but it's ridiculous. You know, honestly, I think it was better in a way. I think it was better when carriers sold the phone at a subsidized price. You paid $200 for it. Yeah, you're paying 70, 80 bucks for a plan, but you got the phone. It was a little bit better, and they were a little more honest with it, you know, except for Verizon. That's a whole other story. But, you know, people, you know, they tell people, I helped my sister she got a line with Sprint, and I asked for comical purposes only. I said, how much would it be for her to put a down payment on for the iPhone 10? 90 bucks, okay? And at 30 bucks a month, that's not bad. But if she drops that thing and it doesn't have a case on it, or, you know, something were to happen, what is she going to do? Insurance only is going to, you got to pay the deductible for the insurance of like 350 bucks. So you got to ask yourself, is it worth it in the end? So, you know, these budget devices come out with these high-end specs, and they look damn near premium. I'm checking comments, even though I know there are none. Yeah, there's none at all. But yeah, you know, you got these wonderful, wonderful devices that come out with high-end specs, and people, you know, you got the government mad and pissed off because Huawei and ZTE are making stellar devices at killer prices. Stellar devices at killer prices. I kind of like that. And it's ridiculous. Just because you say it's the best, it means that it's the best? No. There are a lot of people happy running around here driving their Honda Civics and their Ford Fusions and their Ford Focuses. And they're just content and as happy as they can be. And I don't blame them. Because the upkeep. Shut up. Okay. Anyway, but for people, you know, for you to be, you know, for you to tell me it's the best because you think it's the best, or because somebody says it's the best, that doesn't mean it's going to be the best. Just because it costs the most does not mean it's the best. Trust me. I learned that in relationships. Um, just kidding. If my ex is watching. But yeah, guys. So budget devices are very intriguing because they come out with all these nice features at a low, low price, and people get surprised. Is it going to perform like an $800 phone? Probably not. But my Galaxy J7 perks and my iPhone SE really don't have much of a difference besides the processor and the camera. They perform very, very well together. Um, Honestly, they do. My J7, in my opinion, has better call quality. Of course, it has newer LTE bands, but what? Think about it, guys. The iPhone SE is a solid device, but you know, I think Apple products and Galaxy, you know, the Galaxy J series, not J, the S series, and you know, all these ones they advertise that's supposed to be big names, they're all overrated, and they just tell you it can do stuff, and they give these things. Ooh, excuse me. It gives different things fancy names, and then when it comes out embedded into a new one, to you know, a newer budget device, you know, it's horrible. Oh, it doesn't work as fast. Da 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 da. The LG Aristo 2, I think it's with Verizon. I mean, not Verizon. I think it's with Metro PCS. I want to say, I could be wrong, but the LG Aristo 2, it has facial recognition. Really? A $70 phone has facial recognition. And I've heard from YouTubers and reviewers that it works better than the iPhone 10. How in the hell is that possible? So, I mean, it just goes to show, just because it looks good and it costs more doesn't mean squat. So keep that in mind, guys. You know, anybody that bashes budget devices and stuff like that, you really got to take a look. What makes it so bad? Does it perform? Does it get you from point A to point B? Can you send a text message? Can you make a phone call? Can you send an email? Can you check Facebook? Can you play a couple basic mobile games? Like, honestly, you know, people talk about, oh, you know, but Galaxy, they say it has this. Who cares? It's waterproof. Who cares? The Moto E4 is $40 and it's splash proof. First of all, no phone is waterproof. Let's get that out there. They're water resistant. There's a difference between waterproof and water resistant. Trust me. Once you learn the difference, you'll learn to live with it. I don't know. This has been a rant. Tech Rants is at it again. You know, I just thought I would put all of this out there. You know, budget devices, they really are intriguing because they make people go crazy. And I don't get it. So the next time you guys are thinking about, you know, trashing a budget device, put your hands on it and see exactly why it's such trash. You know, is it because it's trash because it doesn't do everything you want to do, or is it unusable? If it's unusable, there are some devices that are just plain unusable. I think the Kyocera Hydro Reach was probably the most unusable phone I had. I had the T-Mobile Prism 2 a couple years ago, and it was almost more. It was more usable than the Hydro Reach, and that was a horrible phone. So that really says a lot. So I don't know, guys. That's just my personal opinion. Don't take anything I say to heart. If you really gotta have the latest and the greatest, and that's something you really gotta go for, hey, more power to you. I'm not mad at all. So yeah, do what you guys got to do, and you know, much love, much power to you. So yeah, guys, this has been a rant live stream. Nobody's joined in, of course. But I do what I can. I'm here to answer questions. I will check the chat again. I don't think anybody's put anything in there. And I'll tell you. Nope. Nobody's been in here. I've been on for been on here for 13 minutes. And nobody's joined in. Of course, if anybody does watch on the replay crew and they got any questions, comments, concerns, yeah, you know, you want to get in on the stream or you got something you want me to talk about, get at me and I will make it happen. That is what I'm here for. I'm glad I figured out how to go live. I've been wanting to go live, even if nobody joins in. I want to get a message out there. You know, I want to engage with my followers, my people, different things like that. I'm not really doing much with my life at the moment, so I got time to go live all the time in the world. I got a comfortable chair. I'm just in a comfortable spot right now, and it gives me something to do when everything else is seeming like it's falling down. So yeah, guys, appreciate anybody that will watch later on. I'm about to go ahead and sign off. Please hit that like, subscribe, share, all the other good stuff. Like I said, if you got any questions, comments, concerns, leave it down below, and I will make sure I take care of you and I address it. Thanks, guys, for watching. This has been Q from Tech Rants signing out. Catch you guys on the next one. Later.